This man who is attracting the cameras is Nicolas Davouze. In just 2 hours, the 36-year-old chef will proudly represent France in the most prestigious cooking competition in the world. Private box. Coach. An enormous pressure for Nicolas, who has just one main objective: to win the prestigious gold medal at these Gastronomy Olympics. 1 hour before the competition, what's on your mind? What's your focus? I'm in my zone. Are you trying to focus as much as possible? Yeah. Oh, but don't forget. In front of an excited and electrified audience, Nicolas Davouze will be competing against 23 other talented chefs from 23 different countries around the world. Moroccans, Americans, Guatemalans, or Japanese. They are all professional chefs, over 23 years old, and they are chasing after this statuette, the Bokus Dor, named after the creator of this competition, Paul Bocuse, one of the world's most famous chefs. For 28 years, every winner of the event has become a Michelin-star chef. To stand a chance at winning, the candidates prepare themselves meticulously for months in advance. For Nicolas, this competition is a personal challenge. He is 17 when his father, who runs the family restaurant in Lozère, passes away. In his memory, the young man aims to become a great chef. After a vocational cooking diploma, he trains in top establishments. First with Paul Bocuse, then with Alain Ducasse. 2 years ago, he goes through the selections for the Bokus Dor. First in the France competition, then fourth in the Europe competition. He qualifies for the world final. For 4 months, he has been fed and housed in this hotel school. And all his expenses are covered by the French Bokus Dor team. To introduce himself, Nicolas resigned from his position as sous chef. In a starred restaurant, move ahead. You can easily find a job with the CV you have. Why go for the Bocuse Dor as well? Why take on the Bocuse Dor as well? I think afterwards it's a challenge. And then, what better response could I possibly give to Mr. Paul Bocuse than to say that one of your students dared to enter the biggest culinary competition in the entire world, called the Bocuse Dor? So you're reading his cookbook trials? A monk soldier's life. Nicolas trains 15 hours a day, 6 days a week, in this kitchen identical to the one he will find at the competition. Around him, about 10 volunteers, including Sabine, 20 years old, kitchen committee. She prepares all the sauces and the garnishes. And especially the trainer, Frank Ferrigutti, a starred chef, best craftsman of France. Is it good, Nicolas? Yes, it's good. In 8 minutes, Sabine. For the competition, we had to invent 2 recipes. One of them using eland guinea fowl, which Nicolas is flambeing here to remove the very last feathers. The other one is made from brown trout, a wild fish adorned with orange spots, highly valued for the exceptional quality of its flesh. This is the 83rd time Nicolas has practiced his recipes. He has 5 hours and 35 minutes, not a minute more. This is a rehearsal, full scale, and then it will allow me to see where we are in terms of time. Except today, his coach has a little surprise for him. We're going to add some noise, we're going to add the music. You're here, and others will be arriving shortly. We run for them, trying to destabilize him a bit, to really see if he's fully immersed in his own bubble. To get him out of his shell, they've meticulously planned everything. A really powerful DJ speaker and an MP3 player will blast out hits throughout the entire morning. Let's go, we're starting. Come on. Stay focused and let's go. During the final in Lyon, there will be music playing all over the venue. Nicolas is going to attempt cooking with David Guetta's music blasting loudly in his ears. Yeah, of course, I was totally shattered. And to push him into making a mistake, there was another unexpected surprise in the hallway. Students from the hotel management school were called in to play the part of noisy supporters. Nicolas, the star of the entire school. It's a dream come true. It's the biggest cooking competition in the world. And so the Bokus Dor, it's the dream of all chefs. It's absolutely huge. After 5 hours of rigorous training, special mention for the fish. A trout cigar farilo style with Grenoble sauce and capers, with cauliflower lemon. For the truffle-stuffed guinea fowl with foie gras, it's slightly trickier. The idea is for the final dish to resemble a guinea fowl's body once it is unmolded. An original creation that took him 1,200 hours of work. But it's still not perfect. There, it's a bit undercooked because you can see it's very, very pink. We're judges. We taste it. We say it's good, but it's not cooked. We go no further. It's not done. Not done, not graded. The mistake. Cooking the bird at 66 degrees instead of 70. The competition demands high precision technique, but also an iron physique. Push with your knee against my hand, yes. Okay, now release it. Frederic Ray, osteopath, is hired by the French team to take care of all of Nicolas's little injuries. And with 12 hours a day spent repeating the same actions with his pots, there's a lot of work that we do the choreography every time. You know how? Right now, it's more the fatigue talking. I can tell you he's tense, since he can't explode. He just bottles it up, he bottles it up. He ties knots inside, one knot, then double, then triple, and so on. So working to release tension there is important. We'll take a deep breath through the mouth when I ask you to. Go ahead. Breathe in normally. Maybe a bit of soreness in that area. Don't worry, you know the drill. A lot of water. Just that, taking the time to hydrate, even if it's possible during the exams. 1 week before the contest, in this 3-star restaurant, Nicolas will show his recipe to the French team's head and chef Arnaud Lallemand, who will be on the Bokus Dor jury. And the rest I use for the juice, so it's not wasted. And another part where I made the truffle pulley. The sponsors of the French team, professionals in the catering industry, are present. They gave 220,000 euros to fund Nicolas's preparation. He is cooking his guinea fowl one last time, the one he messed up due to a cooking issue. The guinea fowl is presented with all its garnishes, just as it will be in the competition. Chestnut rillettes with Piedmont hazelnuts. Callison potatoes with black truffles from the Cevennes. Braised green cabbage eggs with peppered belly bacon. In a cozy lounge at the Grand Restaurant, it's time for tasting. Honor to François Adamski, the man with the medal. Winner of the Bokus Dor in 2001, a Michelin-star, he is the president of Team France. Nicolas is really in a tight spot. In this presentation, excuse me, but it truly looks impressive. It's clean, it's neat. I think this will boost their confidence. Here it's mandatory. Then comes Arnaud Lallemand's turn. When you taste, everything is there flavor-wise. With the seasoning and balance, we have textures. The cabbage, there's indulgence, there's technique throughout the guinea fowl, so it's really pleasant. I think it's a pretty complete dish. Nicolas is smiling. The French team is now ready for the big event. The Bocuse d'Or is awarded every 2 years in Lyon, during the CIRA, the World Food Service Exhibition. For this 15th edition, the French team makes their entrance with serious, determined faces. In the stands, 3,000 supporters. The hottest are the Norwegians, 4-time winners of the trophy. then the Japanese in kimono. Bronze medalists in 2013, or the Canadians, 15 participations, never awarded. 8:40. 5 hours 35 of competition begin. The French must focus and forget all the cameras constantly pointed at them. That's right, Sabine. There's your name greeting you. Frank can offer his guidance, but he isn't allowed to touch or taste any of the dishes. All right, you start with your braised cabbage now. Yours is white too. That way it's run on your part. Go ahead. 3 booths down, Hideki Takayama, the Japanese candidate, coached by a French chef, Romuald Fasnet. The Franc-Comtois uses simple words for the Japanese clerk who doesn't really understand the language of Molière. And it works. No issues for now, but the hardest part is yet to come, so we stay focused. The challenge is in surpassing the favorites, like Swedish chef Tommy Milimoki, who took second place at the 2011 Bokus Dor competition. This year, he's coming for the gold medal. Another strong contender, the Norwegian Ørjan Johansen, 29 years old, 3-time Chef of the Year in his country. Norway, supported by its government, has one of the highest budgets in the tournament, 1.5 million euros, 7 times more than France. Suddenly, at the 43rd minute, panic in the French box. Sabine Lacomi just accidentally ended up cutting herself while she was in the middle of chopping an onion. Do we have the necessary bandages for her injury? Is it a deep cut or just a minor one? Didn't see. Checking. Weak. It's fine. Focus. It's fine. We'll handle it. Focus. It's just a tiny stitch. Where is it? It's impressive, but the cut's shallow. Do you drink? And some sugar. Is that okay? It's more fear than harm. The French lost 10 minutes. We need to catch up. 1 hour later, the trout is served just in time. It's costlier than local money. I don't know. Watch out. We're going to the tree. The 24 jury members, one from each candidate country, will taste all the dishes. They must score the taste, the presentation on the plate, and the local flavor infused into each recipe. Dishes like jewels, such as this sublime trout with its crab charlotte, with a transparent ruby-colored skin, from the Singaporean contestant. The guinea fowls, on the other hand, must be presented in their entirety, complete with their garnishes. The Norwegian one is served with a porcini and Hokkaido pumpkin emulsion. It's time for the French guinea fowl, presented on a platter reminiscent of a César compression. The blue, white, red supporters are starting to believe. Nicolas, on his part, gave it his all. Frank, his dedicated coach, tries his best to gather all the useful information, putting in considerable effort. 30 intense minutes pass, filled with mounting anticipation. Now, it's time for Thibaut Ruggieri to take his turn. The atmosphere is electric as he steps forward, determined to give his absolute best performance and showcase his impressive skills. The reigning champion is the jury president. It's time for the verdict. Mr. Mayor, the Bocuse Dor award has now been officially granted to the country of Norway. It's a complete shock for Nicolas. France will not win its 8th title. Ørjan Johansen is crowned the best chef in the world. Norway wins 20,000 euros and its 5th Bocuse d'Or. The United States gets the silver medal and Sweden the bronze. France, which is ranked 7th, obtains its worst score ever since the contest was established. Norway has already emerged as the indisputable winner with 4 points. Nicolas Davouze takes the hit, but he should quickly dry his tears. He is still one of the 10 best chefs in the world and shouldn't have any trouble to find work again soon.